All right, hey nerds. So are you guys ready for a huge massive spoiler for what's going to be coming? Yep, these are all of the New Year's characters. Now, before we begin, one shout out to Christy because we originally recorded this and she was there, but the audio messed up because this is my laptop and of course, my audio just freaks out. And then also one other thing, of course, big shout out to our data miners over at GamePress, Kaz, Kirigiri, Naz, and of course, we couldn't have done it without Zanuck, who does all of these lovely displays as well. As you can see his Reddit ID at the bottom there. So, these are all of their stats at level 40, 5 stars, and these are massive spoilers. So if you haven't checked the title or won't don't want to know what's coming, well then you know what. You're just gonna have to be ready because yes, this is a pretty big banner, pretty crazy stuff, and this is gonna be amazing to look at. But one thing I do want to point out: Prince of Soup. Good name, Takumi. Good name. He actually has pretty interesting stats. He doesn't have much defensive resistance, but I'm pretty sure he's actually getting quite high in the attack and speed. In fact, I think the last unit that was a throwing star unit that was added was, of course, well, that was actually no, we had Sakura and then even then before then Olivia, but trying to think of at least attack stat wise, that's actually pretty decent. I'm wondering how well that's going to pan out when we actually see what his weapon is, and I'm hoping he's throwing soup at people. Next up, Azura. One thing to note here is that it looks, at least from what I can tell, like she was going like she has, possibly she may be a dancer, and if she's a dancer, she's also a flying unit, which is outrageous if that is so, because she's always been a dancer. It would be really weird if they decided not to do that, but by all means they could. So interesting thing to note there, of course, flying green axe unit. Moving over, we have Corrin. Good old Corrin. Corrin is, well, it's good to see the male Corrin. Not only that, but he's a bow unit. He's also very beefy in defenses. Seems like a Leon kind of case scenario in a way. Also, maybe a very good case for bow valor. Come on, guys. Give me that bow valor so I can finally level up units reliably well. Jeez. And then finally, I'm just looking over all of these. There's so much to look at. Jesus Christ. Guys, there is just so much. Also, you know what? We're going to upgrade to another image as well, just to give you an example and show off Gunnthra as well. Because, well, I think I can maybe do this reliably well, because Gunnthra also needs to be looked at. I mean, why not, right? So let me just pull this up, and here they all are with Gunnthra. Again, we're going to go over from side to side. So, first up, let's go with Gunnthra, just since we're here. She has a decent stat spread for a Cavalier unit, which is what she is, of course, and a legendary hero as well. And wow, I was expecting a lot more resistance considering how much she was going for there, but I guess we'll go with that. And of course, Takumi, Azura, and then of course our good friend Corrin, who is decent enough. And then also on the ladder side here is, or ladder side, right side, whatever you want to call it, is our friend Camilla, Holiday Traveler. Fairly interesting. Really worried about what these skills are going to be, what their weapons are going to be, but it looks pretty good, honestly. She has a really good, a pretty decent stat spread, actually. I mean, for a flying unit. That's pretty decent speed, good attack, really nice defense considering, and a fairly decent resistance. Now that Iota's shield is actually available, she could actually make use of that. But I'm going to go look at Gunnthra real quick, just to see. Huh. That is not what I was expecting for her. I'm not too sure what to think. Those stats are a bit on the low side, but hey, it's a horse unit. Who knows what can happen? Her skill set is going to be pretty interesting. We already know what it is, but again, there you guys go. There's a look at all of the characters that are coming. And, of course, before we go, I do have to say, if you don't already, go check out the dataminers. I've included links not only to a few of their Twitters, but also their Game Press website and other things. So always, always, always go check them out. They are the lifeblood of a lot of these videos. So anyways, also, just so we're clear, Gunnthra, whatever you want to call it, Gunnthra, her stat is, of course, plus res and, HP, which is weird. Water is speed? Wind is resistant? Oh, well. There you guys go. Have fun. See you nerds later.